in this area, in this region, continues to amaze me, and I don't know, I'm lucky enough to be able to meet a few of them, like Sean, who has an opportunity came up with your dad to open something up, and McCormack Timber Supply is what you have created. So
we have.
So good seeing you again.
You as well. Thanks for coming out.
I don't want to confuse the viewers, but we were next door. Art Aggregate is also a sister business.
Yes,
right?
we've had that space since beginning of 2017.
Okay.
Yeah.
This space came available.
It did.
Okay.
So it opened up kind of late last year, October. Pandemic obviously hit the business that was here, and so the space came available, and we really didn't want anybody else to move in. So it was available, we took it over, and now we're selling lumber. So I use a lot of it in my other business, and it kind of just made sense to feed it.
Yeah. So besides using it in your other business, why get into the timber game, lumber game?
Yeah, so my dad's a contractor, has been for a long time. He used to run a lumber mill. He worked for a wine cellar space where they were building custom wine cellars for people's houses. So it's just always been kind of part of our family, part of making things is all been wood-based. And in his contracting business, it became a lot of, we're running over there to get wood, we're going over there to get wood, and why don't we just carry it? So got the space, brought the wood in, and we're doing it.
Wood is front and center right now.
It is.
Okay, because it is a tad pricey.
It's a little bit expensive, yeah.
Okay, but what do you guys, can I get a 2x4 from you guys?
No.
Are you like the Home Depots of the world?
No, no 2x4s, no pressure treated. Cedar will carry, but only kind of in like the live edge variety, not like decking type stuff. So no teaks, nothing like that. We can find it for you if you're really stuck, but it's going to be the same as going to somewhere else.
Some of the stuff you have light out here, this is more specific stuff, unique things that you can work into your home.
Correct, yeah. So we do a lot of like feature wall type stuff. This is both indoor and outdoor. This is called Shoshugi Ban. It's
this stuff here?
This stuff here, it's cedar wood, it's out of Japan, and it gets torched, and that's all burnt in. And then after you install it, you oil this, and it's good for like 20 years outside. So we see a lot of like outdoor showers. We see it in soffits, fancy homes. It's as siding for the whole place.
Barn board still in right now?
Barn board is still in. This is actually a manufactured barn board, so it looks the same as what you'd normally see coming off of a barn. But the nice part is it's all tongue and groove, easy to install.
Okay. Board and batten, is that what this is?
Board and batten, Cape Cod, that kind of siding. Also getting it in everything from kind of rough to a little bit of a smoother finish. Different widths, so you can stagger it. You can go all wide boards. You can go wide and small. It kind of depends on the look that you're going for.
Okay. Let's take a break because we're hanging with Sean and the gang here at McCormack Timber all morning. We'll show some of the other stuff you got. Awesome. You got a nice little selection. And you're just getting going.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Like we got the space in October, and we're kind of ramping it up. We're doing curbside.
And then you got some live edge stuff. Maybe we could get our hands a little dirty.
I think we should make something out of it.
Let's do that. Come back on Morning Live. Morning, welcome back to McCormack Timber Supply in Hamilton, a business that's kind of stemmed out of opportunity. We have Sean, and we got Dad here too.
Yeah.
Dad, John. Hey, John, nice to meet you. I know we got the mic on Sean, so Sean's going to have to do most of the talking.
I'll do my best.
Do you do most of the talking in general, Sean?
I do.
You do. Okay, we're kind of highlighting some of these beams. Where are you sourcing these from?
So
Sean?
yeah, these are all barn beams. We're doing beams. We're doing threshing boards. We're getting barn board siding. This is the real stuff. So this is coming from salvage companies, demo companies, people that have bought a rural property. They're tearing it down to build a new house and don't know what to do with all the wood. So we're taking these beams and people turn them into mantelpieces, put them up in their kitchen.
But you're not taking anything out either.
Nothing.
Right?
All
Keep
the nails,
all
the rough bits. You can see where maybe some pipes or electrical have been run, where people have drilled new holes to accommodate stuff.
How do you know pricing for this type of stuff?
We mostly do it on board footage. So the way that works is we measure the beams and stuff out, and we see, okay, let's say it's going to be $10 a foot. Measure the beam, and there you go.
Right. Yeah. Okay. What about trim?
Trim. So we're carrying both solid wood and MDF. You'll see on the wall here, this is mostly solid wood pieces.
Okay, MDF.
MDF, medium density fiberboard, which is basically sawdust and glue, compacted and then primed.
Difference between benefits to?
Solid wood's more expensive, but it looks nicer. So depending on what you're doing. Now, if you're just doing like a basement reno, MDF is maybe the direction to go. If you've got like a study in your house, you're making a home library, maybe you want to lean towards solid wood.
Okay, comparable, can you find this stuff anywhere else? Let's say some of the big shops?
You can. Some of the big box stores, not so much the solid wood stuff, definitely the MDF. But
right.
I mean, if they're charging over $2 a piece, or a foot, sorry, we're under $1.
Really?
Yes, it's that big of a difference if you're coming to kind of a locally owned store.
Well, as we come around the corner here too, because this stuff is just kind of seeing more and more.
We're seeing tons of this.
Could you do something with this, Sean?
This is Mdf Shiplap, so you'll see this a lot in people doing like a thing in their bathroom, laundry rooms, kitchen, feature walls in a dining room. We'll keep coming along this. So, we
That's
got,
MDF too, right?
doorstop, baseboard, crown molding. Again, all of these are going to be cheaper than what you're finding at big box, but it's the same or better stuff.
Okay, so you can't have people in yet,
No.
right? So how are you guys doing it?
A lot of online, so people are contacting us through Instagram, Facebook, that kind of thing, or they're just Googling us and then giving John a call. He's the one with all the spreadsheets, so
Right.
if you call, that's who you're going to be talking to. But I'm looking for this. They send us pictures. Can you you have this profile, and we'll look it up for you and find it.
How's the relationship going? You getting along?
Yeah, I mean, we bump heads every once in a while, but I mean, I think that's a family business in general, right?
Right.
Like it's we have similar personalities, and sometimes that's to a detriment. But yeah, overall, we work well together.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's take a break, and we'll get into live edge stuff.
Definitely.
Because you are doing some charcuterie boards and stuff like that.
Yes.
Through the sister business, Art Aggregate. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the McCormack boys and McCormack Timber Supply on Morning Live. Well, good morning. That will wake you up in the morning. How you doing? Welcome back to McCormack Timber Supply with Sean, son Sean,
Yes.
Dad John, and we're planing some wood.
Yes. Nice
Okay.
piece of live edge walnut.
Okay, so live edge is still so hot right now.
Still kicking along. Yeah, people love live edge. Again, a lot of charcuterie boards. Not so much the bark and stuff. We'll clean that up, and then you'll see some people that cut it in half, put the other piece in there, and fill the middle with the epoxy. We don't do so much of that, but we will sell you the supplies to do it yourself.
So when it comes to using something to eat off of, is there specific types of wood you want to be using?
Yeah, I mean, you can make any wood safe, depending on the finish that you're putting on it. If you're putting like a synthetic finish that's your butcher block oil, Biosupra, something like this, you can make any kind of wood safe. But as a general rule, walnut, cherry, apple, maple, things that produce food are safer to eat off of.
I never knew that.
There
Okay.
you go.
What are some other types? So this
is walnut.
Black walnut?
Black walnut, yeah. These are going to be walnut as well.
These are walnut
Yes.
here too?
This
What's
is
this one?
ash, so this
Okay.
is not a food-producing tree, but we can clean it up and finish it in such a way that it is. And then this one over here is maple, but the fun thing about this is, see this little hole here?
Yeah.
There's a couple more on this side. This is tap hole maple, so this is a tree that they would have put taps in to collect maple syrup.
No way.
And that's what all this this streaking down the sides is, yeah.
Oh, cool. So how does it come to you guys?
It's coming to us more like this. Rough finish, we're buying it directly from mills. So they're cutting the tree down, full logs, and
Right.
then they're slabbing it for us, and then kiln drying, that kind of thing.
But then, as far as we talked off the top about the expense of wood,
Yes.
and how crazy it is with 2x4s and plywood and all
Yes.
that type of stuff. Why is that actually?
So the price of wood right now, there's a number of things. Tariffs out of the States, plants in Russia, banning export of wood. Russia represents 12%, which is similar to what Canada represents as far as soft wood. So, you might have seen a thing floating around saying a cost of a deck last year for 200 square feet was like $900, and then this year it's $3,600. That's how much of a jump we're seeing in some of these wood prices. Not all of them. I mean, domestic species that are...
Because this is domestic stuff that we have.
This is domestic stuff. So if you're buying it like this, not dimensioned and not for any kind of construction grade, but if you're buying it like this, it's still seen a jump. I mean, we're up like 40 to 70% on some of these, but we're not up 500%. So a little bit better.
Okay, so as far as if somebody wanted to reach out, how many different types do you have?
A lot.
A lot?
Yeah, and
So
we can get
Is
anything.
the best to reach out to you guys
It's
and
best
see?
to reach out to us. I mean, right now we're carrying a lot of walnut, ash, maple, but we're getting curly maple, ambrosia maple, spalted maple, more
spalted
cherry, all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Is black walnut the most expensive? Walnut?
As far as this kind of stuff goes,
Yeah.
walnut's probably the priciest
yeah.
one. Maybe that, and then anything like curly or quilted, kind of fancier woods, also pretty pricey.
Dad normally answers those type
This
of
is the
questions.
guy. Yeah.
Okay, let's take a break because we have these charcuterie boards that you set up for us.
Yeah, and we got a little beeswax. So
Okay, let's finish those up when we come
Yeah.
back with McCormack Timber Supply on Morning Live.
If I loved you in the 90s.
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to McCormack Timber Supply with Dad John, son Sean. Finishing up a little charcuterie board that we're working on here. What's the wood, Sean?
Again, this is walnut.
This is walnut.
Yeah.
Why is walnut so good for charcuterie boards?
Just
and things?
beautiful,
Yeah.
right? It's the dark wood. It's very dramatic. It you throw a little bit of white cheese and stuff on there. It looks great.
Well, then you add the beeswax to it, right?
yes,
And it really
yes.
starts
It's gonna
to pop.
really pop once we put the beeswax on.
You want me to do it, Sean?
If you want.
Okay, I'll do it. Sure. Yours is over there too, Sean. You
Yeah, I can
you be,
hop
you can
in
be doing
here.
that too. We didn't actually talk about the space that we're in right now because, again, if you haven't been watching all morning, this was your original space. This is Art Aggregate,
Correct.
your business that's been Nash Road for how many years now?
We got it in April of 2017, so we're on 4 years now.
4 years, right?
We had the upstairs space and then this back workshop space. So we got a number of studios in here. We got 10 studios in total. We got 2 classrooms. We got some hot desks. So stuff that's been great, but you know, obviously the pandemic has caused some issues for that kind of stuff.
Right. But when things are back up and running, you'll be.
Well, yeah, exactly. We're excited to have people back in the space. You know, part of this space's charm is the collaboration, right? It's working alongside somebody here, right? I haven't been able to do this in forever. So we can chat, we can work, we can work on projects together. It's kind of like a learn by osmosis thing, right? I get to see what you're working on, you get to see what I'm working on. It helps everybody.
Look at it really start to come through, eh?
It's beautiful.
And that's just a beeswax.
Just
right?
beeswax, totally food safe. I mean, you eat honey, so that's same kind of thing.
And then would you be reapplying this over time?
Yeah, so when you wash this, I mean, you want to be delicate with it. You don't want to throw this in your dishwasher or anything like that. But if it starts to gray out, you know, if it starts to go back to looking like this, hit it with some more beeswax.
Some more beeswax again. What's the future of this biz?
So, I mean, we're working on more classes when we can open up again. We're putting a commercial kitchen in here as well. So we're kind of talking about making in general. So what defines making, right? Could be doing this, could be cooking, could be making music, could be making art. It's all kinds of stuff. And we want to get all those people into one space.
And the wood is kind of come into it now too, into this world?
Yeah, because people working out of this space are buying wood, so why not have it next door for them? And then people coming in to buy wood maybe didn't realize that we had a shop that they can do their hobby projects in.
Awesome. Best way to get a hold of you guys is through the socials?
Yeah, so art aggregate up on the wall here if you're interested in that, or at McCormack Timber on Instagram and Facebook, or McCormackTimber.ca for the website.
And your dad, John, runs all the social media stuff?
Yes, if you...
I answer the question.
He answers the phone, I'll do all the social media
Hey,
stuff.
Dad, got another question for you. How much for this? Well, great seeing you again, Sean. And John, good luck with this. Good luck with this business. We'll keep in touch because I know you got a lot of ideas that are going to be happening here. And once things get back up and running, we're excited to see what you guys got going on.
Pleasure having you. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. In my head too. Can you reassure me you